Hey guys, today we're taking a look at Thor and if you should tier 3 him. So, this is my Thor. He's pretty well built, I must say. All his skills are level 6 as usual. The gears, 25 of course. And Uru, I have Uru on every single one of them. There are 5-star Urus with a few 6 stars. And every Uru is enhanced because I really spent a lot on this Thor. His ISO is fully awakened Power of Angry Hulk. And his custom gear. Now, his custom gear is double lightning damage and a damage proc. Now, I think this is on par with a CTP of energy. Well, a bad CTP of energy, but still. I think this is the best obelisk you can give Thor. No questions. It doesn't matter if you're missing ignore defense or anything. Double lightning damage and proc. The proc is 140, yeah, it's not 200, but man, I spent like a month trying to get this, so yeah, this is gonna do. Alright, so now his uniform. Infinity War is the best, of course. There is some debate if you're a new player if you should take the Ragnarok uniform for the comic card. Now, you can get some good comic cards outside of cinematic battle, so I think you should still go with the Infinity War one. It looks a bit better too. Now, the uniform upgrades for Infinity War are actually pretty good. So we have the first one is Lady Sif, which it's a decent uniform, not that good, not that great. But the second one is Hulk Ragnarok, which makes Hulk from zero to hero. So you should have this uniform. The third one is Falcon Marvel Legacy, which makes Falcon again a pretty good speed hero. The defensive one is Baby Groot, which I don't have, but I know a lot of you guys have, so there is that. And the last one is Loki, Thor Ragnarok, which you should get. It makes Loki incredibly powerful, and you're gonna get a card, a really good card out of it. So, must have uniform here. And here are his stats. Now, I'm missing a little skill cooldown, but I don't find that jarring, not at all actually. These are his stats, and now I'm gonna show you something on Uru, because he has a double lightning damage obelisk, he must get his ignore defense and crit rate from other places, so that's Uru. That's where Uru comes in. I have some crit rate with an ignore defense and a crit damage. The 2 energy damage, of course. And I basically replicate this on every gear. 2 energy, 1 ignore defense, 1 crit rate, and here I put skill cooldown. Again, 2 energy, 1 crit rate, 1 crit damage, 1 skill cooldown. And 2 energy, 1 crit damage, 1 crit rate, and 1 skill cooldown. Now, let's see how does Thor compare to others. Thor, he's amazing in PvE and pretty good in PvP. He is a great hero universal for ABX. He can melt the world boss ultimate Sage of Corvus, Ebony, and even Black Dwarf. He's great also in Giant Boss Raid. Now, how does he compare to other tier 3s? Well, Deadpool, yeah, Deadpool has him beat, but that's no surprise. Deadpool is better in PvP, he is better in Giant Boss Raid, and well, in World Boss Ultimate, Thor can pretty easily kill Corvus and Ebony. Deadpool can pretty easily kill Corvus and Proxima, so it's basically 2 and 2. They can both do Thanos. Now Sharon Rogers has way more damage than Thor. Sharon Rogers has way more damage than anybody, but that's besides the point. So that makes her better in Giant Boss Raid. But I don't know really what to say about World Boss Ultimate. I'm a bit disappointed in Sharon in World Boss Ultimate. We're gonna talk about that in her review. But yeah, so Sharon Rogers is better in Giant Boss Raid, but other than that, I think Thor has her beat, which is a bit weird. Now, let's talk about Spidey. Spidey can beat Thor in PvP if Thor doesn't use his fifth skill, but then again, Spidey is not that good in PvE, like he's bad in PvE. So yeah, Thor is better. Now, why did I put Scarlet Witch here? Because they are great competitors for Ebony to push Ebony stages, and Scarlet Witch, she is clearly the leader in that. So yeah, Thor can do Ebony high stages. I'm gonna show you in some gameplay immediately, but Scarlet Witch, she is the one to push Ebony further, not Thor. Thanos, again, because he's an universal, and I think Thanos is gonna get his tier 3 with Avengers Endgame. So if you're not sure which universal to tier 3, hold on a bit. Captain Marvel is coming, Thanos might get his tier 3, so Thor might not be the best option, because Thanos as is right now with his uniform, he's a monster in PvP. Not that good in PvE, but we'll see when he gets his tier 3. Now Iron Man, yeah, if you have Iron Man tier 3, I don't know what to say. I think Thor is just better in any way. Black Panther, he's the same as Iron Man. Yeah, Thor just has him beat in any circumstance. Captain America. Now Captain America, as you know, if you get his tier 3 right with the absorption and all of that, that might give him a little edge against Thor, but I don't think anything significant. I think Thor is still better. Whoops. Now, Ant-Man. I think we all know that poor little Ant-Man, he's bad. So why do I keep clicking on Luna? Now, Luna, she is probably better tier 3 than Thor. She's way better in PvP, that's for sure. She is another Corvus and Ebony Maw killer, so there is that. I don't have her tier 3 yet, but I will soon. We will get back on that. Now, Mr. Fantastic, he's still a question mark. So, story time. Why did I tier 3 Thor? Well, I was going to tier 3 a Universal, because I was keeping the books and CFFs, and I knew that their first Universal tier 3 is gonna be Thor or Thanos, like, and I want both of them tier 3. So I was fine with it. Like, who are they gonna make their first tier 3? Those Black Orders, Dormammu, Odin? I don't think so. Like, it was either Thor or Thanos, and I like them both. So I basically tier 3 Thor ASAP, as soon as possible, and I started working on him hard when I saw how powerful he is. Now, this was like what, half a year ago? 6 months ago, 5 months ago, I can't remember, but yeah, he was the one of the best in the game back then. Now he has some rough competition from Luna, from Deadpool, from Sharon, but I think he's still worth your CFFs for sure, for sure. Now I decided to split this video of Thor into two. The practical side, which is the gameplay, And this is the theoretical side where I basically talk about Thor and how I built him and why I built him and if you should build him too. And if you have a obelisk like this laying around, yeah, give it to Thor, make him tier 3 and have fun. Now, as a disclaimer, this video was made for the All-Star program. Hope to see you guys in the practical side of this review, the gameplay part, and see ya there.